Good morning, good morning. I was a little chilly this morning, so I put my robe on, but let's get going. Let's get going. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox Holiday Bouncing with Berns. Yes, indeed. I'm Berns, I'm your certified detox specialist. And here at the Real Juicy Detox, we get bouncing in the morning. Yes, we do. Welcome, welcome. I've got my tree up. You guys, look at my tree. Look at my tree. How pretty. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love it. I put the blue lights on like we talked about that I was going to do in class. And I'm so happy about these blue lights. There's a little wee hole on the side of every light. So it lets out some of that just clear/yellow light. And it looks like it twinkles as you walk by it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love having it in the background. And let's see if we can bounce without knocking the tree down. Because it is bouncing a little bit. You can see the balls. My balls are bouncing. Good morning, Karen. How are you doing this morning? Good morning. It's so beautiful and inviting. Thank you. Thank you. It's really pretty. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Gorgeous blue and silver. A little bit of green with blue lights. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Do you guys have your tree up yet? Do you put a tree up, Karen? Oh my gosh. So we are bouncing. We are bouncing. Every morning we get bouncing to get our lymphatic system flowing, to get our blood flow flowing, to get our nervous system awake and flowing. And it's a great way to start a day. Your Christmas tree is beautiful. I love the blue lights. I know. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. I'll take it off after we're done bouncing and I'll show it to you up close. It's so pretty. Good morning, Cindy. How are you, babe? Good morning, Dawn. Good morning. Look, I have goosebumps because I'm cold. So let's get warmed up and get some slightly higher intensity going. If you don't want to do it this intense, just keep your feet on the trampoline without lifting up the balls of your feet, and that still gives you a nice up and down bounce. So if you have an injury or anything like that, you want to take it easy. You don't ever want to exercise to the point of being in pain afterwards. Oh my God, I used to do that all the time. I used to be a gym bunny. Yes, I did. And I was constantly in pain. Constantly in pain. And I celebrated that. I was like, yeah, I worked out so hard. I can barely lift my arms up to my head to wash my hair. Or I can barely sit on the toilet. How do you know you had a good leg day? Can't sit on the toilet for a week. Come on. That's crazy. Let's stop being so destructive to our body that way, okay? I know, I used to think that was the thing to strive for. Hey, Kentucky Fried Tofu. No pain, no gain, but that's not true. No pain means no lactic acid. No lactic acid means no acidosis. Pain does not mean gain. Muscle gain? Yeah, you're right. I take that back. You're right. If you're in pain, that means that your muscle fibers are tearing apart in order to come back together, and that kind of almost scarring grows the muscle. But I don't want to be in pain anymore. I'm giving that up. You know why you're in pain? Because your muscles are filled with lactic acid. Acid in the body causes inflammation and pain. That is such a Kentucky Fried Tofu. That is such a myth that we have to let go of. A myth that we think is true because we say it's true. It's not true. Pain is not gain. Pain is acidosis and inflammation in the body. And we are working here at the Real Juicy Detox to reduce all acidosis in the body, reduce pain, reduce inflammation, which are just the body's response to injury and damage and acid. So I don't do that anymore. Just saying. I've seen people work out till they puke and pass out. Why can't I get this comment up? There we go. I know. I used to work out really hardcore. I've never actually thrown up, but I came close a few times, and that is just not healthy for you. We think it's good. It's not. It's not. We got to give that up, you guys. We got to give up that notion that we have to push ourselves to such an extreme that we, it's damaging to the body. Damaging to the body. So here at the Real Juicy Detox, and by the way, thank you so much for popping in and for joining the conversation. I love you guys. Amy is here. Yay. How are you, babe? How did you sleep last night? How are you doing? Yeah, so I'm so much happier now in my body than when I was killing myself in the gym 3 times a day sometimes. Yeah, when the Berns does something, she does it. You know what I'm saying? I experienced it. I much prefer the feeling in my body now. I mean, could I be more cut? Could I have more muscle definition? Probably, definitely. But at what expense? At the expense of being in pain, at the expense of always being sore. My God, I always complain. Oh my God, I'm so sore. No, it's okay. I'm all right. I'm just recovering from the gym. But oh my God, I'm so sore. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Now I'm ease and flow in my body. Now I bounce a little bit in the morning. I get my energy flows going. I have fun. This helps open up my kidneys. And by the way, yesterday we talked about, I'll show you how the raw food, the cooked food, if it's going to affect my kidney filtration. And I told you that I would pee in a jar and show it to you. And I did pee in a jar this morning, as I usually do. My kidney filtration is right up there, man. If you want, let me know in the comments if you want to see it. I know you want to see it. I know you want to see it. I know you want to see it. You doing better, Amy? Oh, babe. You're healing this up in your body. You're healing it up in your body. Just love your body through the process, baby. I know it's really hard to love the process when it's so damn, fill in the blank, uncomfortable. It just doesn't even suffice to say. You would like to see it? Okay, I'm going to show it to you. I will show it to you after we bounce for a little bit longer. What I'm talking about there is I'm going to show you my kidney filtration. So when you do any kind of detoxification program, your real main goal is to get your kidneys to filter, because a lot of us have damaged our kidneys so much with the protein and the acid food that we have been consuming, and even the workouts. Yep, they damage us quite a bit. I'm just watching the on my TV, the evening check-in last night. And Dali and I are eating our pumpkin gnocchi, alkaline, cooked. It was cooked, but it was alkaline. You can have we have about 20% of cooked food in our diet. We don't eat cooked food every day, but when we do, we eat it in small quantities compared to the rest of our food. So we have a really nice balance of mainly raw and a little bit of cooked. And last night I was saying that I'll show you my kidney filtration. Let's see how this little bit of cooked food is going to affect my ability for my body to release and get to the outside world my metabolic waste in the body. Rebounding really, really helps a great deal, especially if your kidneys are already open. That's when we advise doing the bouncing, right? Check your kidney filtration, make sure your kidneys are filtering, and it doesn't have to be a lot. Okay, it doesn't have to be a lot of kidney filtration. You want to just see a few specks of what looks like dandruff or snow globe. Just a few of those. You might see a mucus strand or two. That means that your kidneys are filtering. And also, big tip, pro tip, If you pee in your jar and you think that your kidneys are not filtering because you don't see any sediment right away, or it's not huge and thick and cloudy, that's just on one end of the spectrum of filtration. Filtration sometimes doesn't look like filtration. Sometimes it looks clear and you can't really tell. Leave your urine in the jar overnight, come back, or at the end of the day, come back, and you will see that there is usually a thin film of sediment that has kind of congealed around each other. You'll see a cloudiness to it. Dot? Hold on, I think Dot is trapped in one of the girls' rooms. Hold on. Dot? Yeah? What? No, it's okay. I was just looking for Dot. I got her out of the throat room. Hi. Hi, Dottie. Oh my goodness. Dot likes to sleep with Brooke because she's got geckos, and she likes sleeping on top of the gecko cage because there's a warm light. You know how she likes that warmth, right? It was a crazy period, but you know, I recovered so much faster and was not depleted. Amy, oh my God, babe, congratulations. See, you're healing. This is the healing process underway. It's going to get better and better and better and better with each cycle. I'm so happy for you, babe. Oh my God. That's amazing. That is amazing. Good morning, Melissa. I have a good night. I've had a good night, and I've noticed that my balance is getting better. Yes. Oh my God, Melissa. Yes, Melissa. Yes, Melissa. I'm trying not to scream too loud because the kids are sleeping upstairs. That is phenomenal, Melissa. I could not be happier. And yes, go Amy and go Melissa. Melissa, that is amazing. If your balance is getting better, that means that this is working. All of your neurological stuff is coming back into balance, babe. I am so freaking happy for you, Melissa. Woo! This makes me so happy, you guys. That makes me want to bounce. 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 Melissa, my God, girl. Yeah, go Melissa. You know, it's hard when you're working on this cleansing thing and you're not seeing the results that you want to see as fast as you want to see it, right? You hear other people having their conditions healed within a few days or, you know, a month. And here you are a year later, some of you, and you're still like, oh my God, what the hell? And I'm telling you, it's just because your level of stagnation of your lymphatic system is pretty intense on a systemic level. You're systemically constipated on a cellular level, right? So you're doing this and you're sticking with it and you are seeing the benefits of it, even though that might seem like much smaller increments in progression than you would want. I am telling you, you guys are doing this. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Melissa says, thank you. You've been so much help and inspiration to me. Oh my God, Melissa. Oh my God, Melissa. You have me crying happy tears, baby. You want to go out now, Dottie? Okay, come on. Dottie McDottie. So I realized something is that when I stream from my phone, I can only stream in 750 resolution. I can see it on my TV, especially when it's on a big screen. It looks really busted up. So I'm going to get an attachment for my phone so that I can hook up to my Ethernet directly to my phone so that it's a little bit better quality. So for those of you who've been putting up with this lower quality video resolution for these, I don't know, 52 days. How many days have we been doing this? I haven't been doing the bouncing for that long length of time, but thank you for putting up with the poor quality. So I just thought of your nickname, the 3Bs, Bouncing Berns Petard, Triple B. You know I love the alliterations, right? Bouncing with Berns Petard. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. I'm in such a good mood today, y'all. Look at all of the beautiful progress we are making. Melissa, her balance is getting better. Amy's periods are not as depleting, but the recovery was fast. Man, keep going, Melissa, Amy. Keep going, Melissa. Keep taking your herbal support. Keep taking your glandular support. Amy, you might want to look into the pituitary glandular now, right? So glandulars are only recommended in very specific cases where you're really, really compromised with your health in some way. I know, Melissa, I can't remember if you're on the adrenal glandular or not, but you also might benefit from the pituitary glandular. Just saying, if it were me, that's what I would be thinking now. You know what I mean? Kind of always upping the ante, up the ante, up the ante. Whenever you have any kind of neurological impairment. Pituitary glandular, also very helpful, right? Pituitary and pineal glandular, also very effective, very, very helpful. If you want. If you don't, if you want to just keep on going like you're going and just continue with that healing path, then that's fine. But if it were me, I would up the, yes, I was thinking of that next. Okay, well, there you go, babe. We're on the same wavelength, right? That's how you know that it's something that you should pay attention to. If you're thinking about it, that's your intuition saying, okay, this is what I've come to learn, guys. If I think of something, there's a reason for that. Now, I'm not talking about thinking of dark thoughts that, are based in worry and fear. I'm talking about high flying, high energetic, like downloads of what can help you in something. If you're thinking of that, if you're like, I wonder if I should take a pineal glandular or maybe a pituitary glandular, especially for you, Amy, especially after having talked to Dr. Morse and his counselor about your heavy periods and the focus on the pituitary, I would definitely take the pituitary glandular, Amy. I was just thinking about you with that. Thyroid issues, I am still cold a lot. Well, remember, thyroid issues is a pituitary gland issue, right? Because the pituitary gland releases the thyroid stimulating hormone. So that is where the thyroid actually gets its signaling from. I know, I'm cold a lot too, babe. I know. So you can you don't want to overdo it on the glandulars for sure. I would go with, because you've got that whole MS going on, I would more go with the pituitary glandular. I will look into that more. I ordered the pituitary capsules. How do I order the glandular? I thought you had to get that for me. Okay, so I will call down, or I will follow up with that with their office on how to get the permission for you to order the glandulars. Okay, all right. But yeah, I would definitely, if I were you and I was having such issues with the heavy bleeding, the pituitary. All right, Melissa, you're so welcome, babe. You're so welcome. Oh my goodness. I love this group coaching that we do. Even when we're bouncing on the rebounder, we're getting our bounce on. We are getting our bounce on. We're getting our bounce on. We are getting our bounce on. We are getting our bounce on. Yeah. Yes. Oh my goodness. So the rebounding is excellent. If you're just tuning in and you're just brand new to all of this, welcome, first of all. So glad to have you here. Make sure to check out all of the bouncing classes. What we do here is we bounce first for between 15 and 30 minutes. And then we do a little chit chat, a little check-in, as it were. So yeah. I'm going to show you my urine as it filtered this morning so that you guys can get an idea. It was pretty nicely filtered. I was pretty happy with that. But I wanted to show you, after having some cooked food, what happens to my kidneys, because it's almost like an immediate thing, right? You can tell. My kidneys are not always filtering this much. I want you to know that. Little disclaimer before I show that to you. Little disclaimer, sometimes they filter less, sometimes they filter more, right? But I don't freak out about it. I don't overthink it. I don't get all analytical about it. I just observe and am aware. And I just say, okay, all right, thank you, dear sweet body of mine. And my kidneys, thank you, kidneys, for filtering. This is great. That's what you want. Kidney filtration for me, as you guys know, and should be for you, is that holy grail. The holy grail. That's what we're looking for. That's the ultimate, right? It doesn't matter what your pH is. It doesn't matter what your hydration levels are. It doesn't matter about, for me, about any other metric. It doesn't matter what my CT scan says. It's irrelevant. Now, I'm not having another CT scan for as long as I live, by the way. I've made that decision. Oh yeah, baby. Doesn't matter. Everybody has damaged cells in their body somewhere. My goal is to eliminate the cause of what damaged the cells in the first place and flood my body with exactly what my body needs so that it can regenerate itself. Simple. Detoxify, get the junk out, regenerate the cells, the tissues, the glands, everything in my body. I don't need to know any other metrics. Are my kidneys filtering? That's what I need to know. Am I getting out the lymphatic waste out of my body, right? The lymph system is like our sewage system. It's the toilet of the body, and it runs between every single cell. It surrounds every single cell in the body is surrounded by the lymphatic system. That's our toilet in the body. And every cell will push out, if possible, push out the intracellular waste into the interstitial space, or the space around the cells, which is the lymphatic system, the lymphatic fluid. What's my opinion on a bone density test? Well, I think it's good to have as a baseline. My scale that I use has a bone density measurement. It's okay, but it's good. Listen, it's good to have these benchmarks, okay? My point is that I just don't get too hung up on what they say. I'm just getting down to the business of doing every single thing that I can during my day to make sure that all of my systems are working properly. Bone density tests are great to see how much bone density you have, obviously self-explanatory. And bone density is very much related to your parathyroid gland, which dictates how much calcium is leached out of your bones in order to cool down the acid in your body, right? The calcium buffering effect, controlled by a parathyroid gland, is what is going to determine how much bone density you have. If you have good, solid, strong bone density, it means that you are not leaching any calcium out of your bones and to put into your bloodstream in order to cool down the acid hit, right? So if you go back to what causes poor bone density and address the cause of it, right? Not just taking calcium supplements because you got low bone density. You're trying to put back in calcium, which is a valiant attempt to fix the problem, but you're only addressing the solution when you do that. You're only addressing the solution when you do that. Hey, Kristen. How are you doing, babe? Good morning. So good to see you. So Karen, when we do this protocol, what we are doing is we are stopping the body's need to draw calcium out of the bones, because we are stopping putting in the acid hit to our body, which the calcium buffering effect would be called into play, right? So we're not calling the calcium buffering effect into play anymore. So you're not going to leach anything out of your bones, right? Because we're not putting in the acid. We turn that ship around. We're only putting in alkalizing food. Therefore, the body immediately says, oh, thank God, we don't have to pull all this calcium out of her bones now, right? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you can get a bone density test, sure. But don't get hung up on the results is what I'm saying. If you need to go for your blood tests or if you need to go for your whatever tests, just use it as an awareness of where you're at, you know what I mean? And then get to work at addressing the problem from the cause, which is literally the same regardless of what dis-ease you're experiencing in the body. It's literally the same. Literally the same process. No deficiencies on my blood test. Yay! Who would have thought, since I don't eat beans? Well, that's really good for your doctor to now see, right? Where do you get your protein from? From my veggies, doc, just like Popeye. That's a really good sign, Cindy. That's a really good sign that you're well absorbed. Your absorption levels ability is good. So even though you might be experiencing some of the external, neurological and skin issues, you're on the right track, babe. You're on the right track. Keep going, okay? Keep going. You're doing this, babe. I'm so, so proud of you. Keep going. You're doing it. You're doing it. Thank you. It's amazing how we were told such lies. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And isn't it amazing how much we have woken up this year, Karen? Don't you find? It's like, wow, truth. Dr. Morse I was listening to Dr. Morse. If you guys were on last night's check-in, you saw that I showed part of his new video that he dropped yesterday. Oh my God, we've been missing him. Emoji King is going to be so happy. Emoji King keeps saying in our noon classes when he's here, when is Dr. Morse going to drop a new video? I'm like, I know, I keep checking. It's like, did I miss it? Did I miss my notifications for his channel? I'm filtering, but it's still about 8. What do you mean? Oh, your pH level. Okay, Kathy, please stop stressing out about your pH level. God, I don't check my pH level hardly ever. Stop stressing out about that. The stress is an acid forming situation for you. Stress, what we need to remember and understand with the physical body is that our emotions have a chemical response within our body. You think of a happy thought, you get filled with endorphins. You're like, oh, you feel it viscerally in your body, right? You get angry and enraged. You can feel that physical response in your body. You feel worried, you feel frustrated. Every single emotion has a chemical match in your body. And when you're putting out feelings of frustration, oh my God, I'm filtering, but oh my God, I'm only at an 8 pH. I want to be at a 6. Damn it. What do you think that those emotions are going to respond? How is your body going to respond to those emotions in your body, right? You're continuing the acid environment in your body when you are too constricted, when you're too worried about these metrics. Your pH is going to balance itself. That's not up to you. What's up to you is what you put in your body on a daily basis that's going to affect it. Same thing. I think, who was it that was asking about hydration? I'm drinking 5 to 6 liters of fruit juice, and I'm still not hydrated. It's like, babe, do you realize that you're talking about hydrating, getting all of the lymphatic fluid around every cell from the tip of your head to your big toe, to your baby toe? You're getting every cell in your body flushed out. It takes a while to flush out all of that. How long have you been on this planet clogging up your body, dehydrating your body? Thinking that, I'm going to drink a lot of water, that's going to hydrate me. No, it's not. No, it's not at all. Water is on the slightly acidic side of chemistry. You can't hydrate on acids. You have to hydrate on alkaline. You must hydrate on alkaline. So it's going to take a freaking while, right? Remember I was talking about, I don't know if you were here for that, Kathy, but I was also talking about what my scale measurements went from. I'm telling you, I only gained like 2 percentage points of hydration. I think I started out at 46%. I think I'm at 45%. I think I'm now at 47%. And I've been doing this for 190 days. And I've been going hardcore. I've been drinking between 2 and 4 liters of juice, right? I've only kept my diet only alkaline. For the most part, being mainly raw, except for a few things here or there. And I'm still you should be, a really good hydration level is about 70% in your body. I am so far away from that. Do I worry about it? Do I stress out about it? Do I say, oh my God, this isn't working. I need to be more hydrated. Or, oh, I need my pH to be 6.5 every morning as soon as I wake up. No, I don't care. My body is taking control of that. My body has got this under wraps. I'm just providing all the fuel that my body requires in order for it to clean and hydrate itself. That's not my job. My job is to put everything into my body so that my body can take over. You don't go to the gas station, fill up the car with gas, and then go under the hood and start tinkering away to try to figure out how to make this car run. You just put the fuel in and you press the gas pedal and you assume correctly that your car is going to run commensurate to the quality of fuel that you put in, right? So don't stress out, don't worry. Hey, stop it. Stop worrying about shit you can't control. You can't control how fast or how slow anything is going to go. You can't control that. You only can control what you put in to facilitate that. Okay, so I want you guys to be really, really, really aware and really intelligent about this without being intellectual. Stop intellectualizing it. We need to put that part of the mind to rest. This is not it's not a mental process. Dottie wants to come in now. Let me go get Dottie in. I'm going to show you my filtered urine from today after having a little bit of cooked food last night. Kathy says, okay, that's true. Just relax, and I'm thankful I'm filtering. Exactly. Still juicing 45 days. Amazing. Raw 213 days. Kathy, you're a rock star, baby. Rebounding, meditating, keep doing what I can, and my body will do the rest. Thank you. Absolutely. Do you trust your body or do you not trust your body? Do you want to trust your body more? This is an evolutionary process of trusting your body and not constantly needing to check, oh, is it working? 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 All right. It's working. You may not feel it. You may not realize it, but stuff is happening on a very deep level, especially when you've been raw, my God, for 213 days. That is phenomenal. And juicing 46 days, your body is working. Give it up. Stop worrying. Stop trying to make sense of what's happening. You don't know the mysterious divine ways of your body on a really deep and cellular level. None of us do. This is a beautiful mystical experience that we are all on, even though we feel very grounded and very rooted in the body because we're in the pain of the body. We are on a mystical spiritual experience as experienced through this physical vessel. We are not the body. This is just our vehicle, right? Just like how you're not your car. It's just the thing that you drive around in to get from point A to point B, right? Same thing. Our body is just what we drive around to get from point A to point B, right? From physical birth to physical death. That's all it is. Once we're done with this vehicle, we move on, we get another one. We come back, we experience the fun, the pain, the pleasure, the anguish, the everything of our life. That's what we signed up for. That's what we came here for. So instead of getting all, caught up and all worried about oh my God, what's happening in my body? I need to figure it out. You give it up, you will never figure it out. But what we do know is powerful. What we do know is that what we can do and what we do understand about the physical body is that the chemistry that we put in equals the chemistry that comes out of us. All right. So if you put in chemistry that is going to leave behind an acid residue, all the meat, all the protein, all the animal protein, okay, so all the chicken, all the pork, all the all the poultry, so all the turkeys for all of us who are about to celebrate Christmas and are thinking about the big, you know, Christmas turkey that we're going to have on the table and the big Christmas ham and the this meat and that meat and all of that meat. Understand that when you're putting that into your body, you're putting in chemistry. Everything is chemistry. You're putting in chemistry that's going to leave behind a very high acid residue, and it's going to affect the body. So what we do know and what we do understand, very simplistic, very simplistic. Chemistry in equals chemistry out. You put in all the bread, all the grains, all the rice, all the oatmeal, all the wheat, all the refined sugar, all the refined carbohydrates, you put all that stuff into you, same thing, it's going to leave behind a carbonic acid residue, literally in the name, carbonic acid residue in the body, and that is going to damage your tissue, organs, and glands. So what we do know is that we can keep this science really simple without getting all caught up in the intellectualizing of the test results and all of that stuff. Those are just markers. Get down to business, get this done. Remember my motto, right? Head down, blinders on, fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Get this job done, right? Get this job done. And then when you're ready to come off of that higher level of fruits, melons, and berries, then you're going to be looking at live, living food. I mean, if you can just focus your attention there instead of focusing your attention on, oh my God, my diagnosis, oh my God, my doctor, oh my God, my blood test. If you can just be like Cindy and just sail into that and say, whatever, you want to test my blood? Here you go, test my blood. And then bam, look at her coming back with no deficiencies in your blood, right? And there was your doctor all freaking out about, oh, you see where you're deficient. You're not deficient. That means that your bowels are cleaned up, right? If your small intestines are cleaned up, it's going to make the absorption of your minerals and your nutrients and everything that you eat, so you're going to absorb that into your system. If you're malabsorbed, then it's going to show up as a deficiency. You're not deficient, you're malabsorbed, but you're well absorbed, Cindy. So that is awesome. That is really, really encouraging, isn't it? Yes, it is. So what I want to do is I want to take you guys downstairs. I want to show you, I want us to have a look at the my kidney filtration. And I need to let Dottie in. I should put my robe on. Because it's a little bit chilly down there. Do you like my new Christmas robe? Man, I was surprised at how fast everything sold out for the Christmas stuff. Holy moly. Christmas stuff, man. I think this year people are like, damn, Christmas? I'm doing it up. I'm doing it up. It's been a frigging year and a half, man. This year has felt like a year and a half, right? For a lot of people. For me, it's been the most exhilarating, the most enlivening, the most positive year because I met all of you guys. By the way, this is my backyard. Let me show you. Dottie! Dot! Where did she go? Where did she go? Snow is almost all gone. I think Dali was saying we're supposed to be getting a little bit more snow. Do you guys like this is our, don't mind the damaged part of the wood there, but that's where we put our cushions on the couch, outdoor couch that we made. This is my tire table. But yeah, this is our backyard. That's Betty. Betty's another vintage camper that we're going to be redoing. I think she's 1965. Yes, my year. We have a little pond over there that's more like a swamp. Excuse me. These are our barbecue grills that Dali does not use anymore. Oh my goodness, the barbecue master. You know, you'd see those. Oh, can't open that. No, you would see those barbecue cook-off shows. Yeah, he would have been really good on one of those. And that is the window that Dottie always jumps up to. And then there's other garbage under here that I'm not going to show you because that's just embarrassing. Not really. It's a back deck. What the hell? Okay, let's get back in here. I'm going to leave that open. Got some orange peels hanging up here. I need to find a good recipe to make, orange, what's it called? Like cleaner for the house. Oh, yes. Yes. Don't mind the mess in my kitchen. Dali's got some watermelons down here that he's got to juice. But here's the tree, you guys. Let me show you this first. Here is the tree in the light. Let me turn off my key light and see if we can. But you see what I mean about sometimes the lights look like glowing yellow and sometimes they're blue because they have these little holes on the side that when you see that? See how it changes? So as you walk by it shimmers and it glistens. Oh, now I'm definitely hot. Whew. Yes, the struggle is real. She's probably at the front door, LOL, right? Right, Miss Dottie McDottie. Yeah, so I'm really happy with the tree. I've got an abundance of Christmas decorations, all in the blue and the silver. Texting Queen, that was Kaya's ornament one year. This is the one for Dali's parents. And then Dali's is over here. Santa, I can explain. Sorry, buddy. Backpedal. Don't try to get out of your wily waves now. And then I love these big reindeer. Look at these. Look at these beautiful, sparkly, glittery ornaments. I gotta put that back up. Oh, now I'm sweating from that workout. Yeah. Do you ever notice how when you do a rebounding workout, you kind of end up sweating a little bit after the actual workout? So yeah, so that is the tree. So you guys sit here for a minute and just look at the tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get that filtered urine and show you guys that. Hang on. Actually, I changed my mind. Let me just take you downstairs with me because the lighting down here is pretty good. Okay, so here it is from this morning. And it's just starting to settle down. But you see how you can't see through the back of it? If you give it a little swirl, yeah, you can see that. Don't mind my busted up bathroom down here. It's a spare bathroom. It never really got finished for the shower. But yeah, look at that. So as we leave that to sit, right? As we leave that to sit. Hold on a second. Let me switch you back over. Excuse my basement. It is like, it's a basement. So as I leave that to sit, what's going to happen is that all of that sediment is going to kind of settle down to the bottom, and we're going to see even more sedimentation on the bottom. So that was just what I wanted to show you for, we need a chef ornament. I do. I need some fruit ornaments. I was thinking of doing the orange slices dehydrated for decoration, but it's not going to go with my blue and silver theme if I have orange on there. You know what I'm saying? So I think I might just leave it as is. But yeah. So kidney filtration is the holy grail. All right, that's what you want to look for. You don't want to be so worried or concerned about, pH levels or all of that stuff. I mean, yeah, it's good to know. It would be great if we can get the pH levels down to a 6. I rarely test my pH levels because I'm doing everything that I possibly can do to affect that change in my body. So it's going to have the effect that I want to anyhow. Every single thing that I can possibly do to return my body to a state of true regenerated health, better than I've ever had before, all lies within the chemistry that I put in, right? The tree is beautiful. Thank you so much, Gwen. I love having a tree up. It's so much fun. And it's fresh and it smells delicious in the house. You can smell it as soon as you come in. And I didn't knock it over with my bouncing, so that was good. That was good. So yeah, that's the job. That's what we're doing here with our detox, right? Don't overanalyze, don't overthink it. Just get down to business, right? Head down, blinders on, fruits, melons, and berries, baby. If you're having a condition like Amy, where she has really heavy and very intense bleeding with her period, or Melissa with the MS, or whatever your condition is that you are healing in the body, know that you are doing everything possible to truly heal it. You're not suppressing the symptoms anymore. You're not just taking a bunch of pharmaceutical medicine, which just suppresses the symptoms. You're really addressing this from the cause, from what caused it. And don't listen to doctors when they say we don't know what causes this. They're right. They don't know because they haven't been. This information has been kept from them. It's been kept from us. So now that we have the information that we need in order to heal our body on all levels, let's just get down to business. Let's get down to business of healing our body by putting in all of the, where's my coconut water? By putting in all of the proper chemistry into our body to facilitate that, right? And what is that? That is fruits, melons, berries, raw living food, right? Raw living food, fruits, melons, and berries, vegetables, nuts and seeds when you're ready for that, right? This is what this game is all about. This game of healing and detoxifying the body. That's what this is all about. Keep your body well nourished, well hydrated with alkaline, structured water, and you'll be fine. You won't need to worry about what your pH levels are because your pH levels are naturally going to come back into balance. How long, how fast, how soon, how long will that take? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But your body is on it. Your body is on it. Your body is on it. All right, guys, I'm excited for today's class. I don't really even know what we're going to be doing per se in class today, but what I do know is that I do want to start getting more veggies prepped and put in the freezer because we need to know what to have in our freezer. If there was ever a food shortage, would you be prepared for that? Would you be okay, or would you be freaking out and like, oh my God, I don't have any groceries in the house and I don't have anything in the preparedness pantry, especially when we're raw vegans now, right? What do we eat? What would we eat? Rice and beans? Yeah, that would be okay in an emergency, but damn, I'm not putting rice and beans in my body if I can avoid that, because that's just going to lead me right back into acidosis. So buckwheat, groats, buckwheat flour, buckwheat flakes, quinoa, all of those better seeds are so much better for you than flour and wheat, which tends to really sell out when people are realizing that, oh damn, we might be having a food shortage. What leaves from the shelves first, right? Flour, right? Sugar, all those kind of things. But we're not doing that anymore. So we are starting to stock up and prepare for any adverse situation. And it's not out of fear. It's just out of being prepared. The more prepared you are, the less in fear you are. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. I have that big bowl of pumpkin that I chopped up. I want to start all of the ingredients that I use, for example, in my Bernsey burger. I want to start prepping that and making that into packages, like into a large Ziploc bag so that it can store flat. Get that in the freezer so that if we do have any kind of food shortage, I can still make Bernsey burgers, dense, beautiful, nutritious, delicious food for my family without feeling like, oh my God, what are we going to eat? Like, look at what Dali and I ate last night. Like that was really substantial in terms of filling one's belly up. And no impact, no impact, no impact on my kidney filtration, no impact on my inflammation, no impact on my acidosis. How do I know? Because I'm not inflamed and my kidneys are filtering. So clearly, that was quite fine for me to eat. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So I'll see you guys at noon Eastern Standard Time, and we are going to have some fun chatting in the kitchen, prepping. If you guys want to prep along with me, get some of your favorite vegetables that you want to have in your diet, and come and chop along with me and get your juicer out. If it has a homogenizing blade on it, get your juicer out, and together we can start filling up our freezer together. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing at noon today. Thank you so much. I will see you at lunchtime, Cindy. Mwah. I love you guys.